Welcome to this quick introduction to using the Kobo iPad app with the Zoom magnification that's built in. Zoom comes with the iPhone, the iPod Touch and the iPad. Zoom is a built-in magnification system that can be started very quickly by triple tapping the home button and then choosing Zoom from the menu that appears. When the magnification comes on, I can change the level by double tapping with 3 fingers on the screen, and after the second one, moving my fingers up the screen. I can make it smaller again by moving them down the screen, so I can vary the magnification in this way. I can also turn it on or off very quickly by double tapping with 3 fingers. With the magnification on, so that I can see the things that are there, I can drag with 3 fingers around the screen to get to everything that appears on the unmagnified screen. The next thing I need to do is to move to my second page of apps, because I know that's where my Kobo app is, and then use my 3-finger dragging to find the Kobo app. It's quite easy to see because it's a large letter K, and then tap to open it. When I've got the app open, the next thing I do is open a particular book that I want to read. I've been reading Jane Eyre, so I'm going to go back to reading that. Now, when the app opens, it will be very tricky for me to read this book, even though I can see the size of the text, because I'd have to use my 3 fingers to drag the screen around, and it would just be very difficult to read it easily. But at the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, there is a little blob. If I tap that, I can then go into a set of options where I can change the size of the text and, if I need to, the font. I'm going to drag the font so that it's at the very largest, and I'm actually quite happy with the font that I have, so I can now get rid of that menu of options. There are some other options that might be useful elsewhere in that menu. Under the settings or the brightness, I can do things like change my text alignment to justify it if I wanted to. Once I've got things set the way I would like them to be, I can turn the magnification off. Hopefully now the size of the text is large enough that I don't need the magnification on, and I can read the book in the usual way, swiping left and right to read through it. When I've finished reading the book or want to do something else on the iPad, I can turn Zoom back on by double tapping with my 3 fingers, and then tap near the top of the screen to get a menu from which I can go home. The settings that I've changed in terms of the font size will stay for the next book I open as well. So now I've got it set up the way I wish to read a book, that will work for each book. I can find my book using Zoom, and then once I've opened the book, I can turn Zoom off and read it comfortably on the screen with my larger font. That's a very quick introduction to using the Kobo app with Zoom, and I hope you found it useful. Thank you.
This video featured the Kobo iPad app version 5.11 running on an Apple iPad with iOS version 6.1.3.
RNIB, supporting blind and partially sighted people.